Well, what can I say? It's kind of hard to make a joke about She-Hulk. Besides the fact that it's very easy to summarize. Am I right? You get it, right? She-Hulk. 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 Wow. That was a pretty shitty joke, wasn't it? But you know, that's what you get here on this YouTube channel. But I swear, if you like and subscribe to this channel, you get less of those jokes. Just be sure to let him know in the comment section below. Just like She-Hulk, I'm over here breaking the fourth wall. Well, in this case, breaking the second wall, because everything here is video. And you can't really touch my hand if I stretch out like that. Can you? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Comment in the comment section below if you're interested in She-Hulk. And if you plan on sticking around so we can fully review this show one episode at a time. I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, She-Hulk. Welcome back to another handsome review with your handsome host. It is I, John Sorita. I want to talk about the show She-Hulk with you guys. So we're going to start with episode 1, and we're going to go by every single episode until we're done with the series. All right, so She-Hulk was a show I was looking forward to for a while, and then I got to see it this morning. And I really did enjoy it for what it was. You know, it's another Marvel show. I feel like as these shows start coming out more, it's not as good as the older Marvel movies, especially because it feels so small in scope. Which is probably because it's a movie TV show type of thing. And a lot of times they can't invest as much money in a TV show compared to a movie. Why? Because a movie is 2 hours and a TV show can go sometimes 8 to 10 hours. So that's a lot of money to invest in each episode. So, you know, they have to make something that feels more comfortable in size for something on TV. And a lot of that can translate to something that is lower in quality. So my expectation for this show was not very high. Considering the first trailer where She-Hulk's CGI looked terrible, like a cartoon come to life. I was not having that. But I did watch the show. I enjoyed it. I got used to the CGI. You know, I really did enjoy getting to see the relationship between Bruce and Jen. So that was cool. I think that the focus being on their relationship in the first episode makes sense because that's her way of coming to terms with the fact that now she's a She-Hulk. So I also like the fact that now Smart Hulk is canon. That was pretty cool. He's like, you know, you don't get to choose your names, but I'm Smart Hulk. And she's like, that's kind of smug to say. But that's like, you know, something that would happen in real life. You would get a nickname on the newspaper or on a TV show or something, and then it kind of just sticks. That's basically how it works. That's how it works if superheroes were real anyways. So yeah. So She-Hulk was a fun show. I really did like the fourth wall breaking, which is why I did my own on this channel. So that's always fun. And that's about it. Honestly, not that much happened except for the fact that she was getting used to her powers. We got to see how she got them. We got to see her control her powers very quickly, which already makes her apart from the Hulk. Because the fact that when she became the Hulk, she didn't lose her consciousness like the second or third time or something. She just became Jen. And I think that that's the difference between the two characters, really. When Jen becomes She-Hulk, that's just like extra skin compared to when Bruce becomes Hulk. Because when Bruce becomes Hulk, he has a new consciousness that he has to share with, essentially a new being. So that is something that I noticed is different. And I think that it was really cool you know, they talked about the idea of like, oh, don't get mad, don't stress out. And then, you know, they brought that idea to what happens with women. They're like, you've obviously never been a woman because they have to learn to control that shit. Unfortunately, that's the kind of world we live in. And so to be able to kind of reflect that in the character in the MCU I feel is very refreshing, you know, because we get a different perspective and a different take. And I find that when you do get to have those different takes and perspectives, it kind of makes the world feel a little more rich. So, you know, it's always nice to listen to others. So yeah, I felt like the show did not have enough villains. It wasn't enough time for this lady who comes at the end, which I heard is supposed to be like Marvel's most annoying villain. I don't know if I would ever want as an actor to be qualified as that type of character, because I don't know. I just wouldn't want that. But yeah, for the character, you know, she comes in at the end, and I guess that's supposed to be how like everyone finds out who She-Hulk is, right? Especially because she's in a public court case, and then she goes and like fights this other person in the middle of nowhere. I wonder if a lot of these fights are gonna take place in the court, because it's gonna be kind of weird, to be honest. It's like wrestling meets court. So it's like an odd concept, but I believe in Marvel. I know that they already have a plan, so you know, I'm just here for the ride. But of course, I'm going to be honest with you guys about it, you know, and say, oh, I didn't like this or that, like the lack of villains I didn't like, because it didn't create enough and an antagonistic force in the story. So it's like I don't really care that much. But I know that's something that's going to be explained in the next coming episodes. And I'm also waiting for Daredevil to appear, who has already appeared in the trailer in his yellow and red suit. So that's going to be really cool to see in person. Not in person, but on the show, you know. So I am definitely very excited. And I want to thank you guys for liking, subscribing, write in the comment section below what you thought of the show, because we're going to be talking about this every week. There wasn't really that much to talk about, so that's why the review is fairly quick. But if there are things to talk about, don't worry. I will be listing them down, and we will be talking about them with details. The only thing I will say is that I'm kind of curious about that ship. Where the hell did that ship go after the accident? Where'd it come from? Cotton Eye Joe. No, but for real though, what is it? Are we really doing World War Hulk? My question is, in the MCU, how would World War Hulk work? I think that the thing that would make more sense is, now that the multiverse is open, if they took, for example, the Hulk from the Doctor Strange world, I think it was like Universe 828 or something. If they take the Hulk from there and then he just comes into our planet, that would be interesting. I think that that would work. So I'm going to put that out there. If they do a World War Hulk, he's going to be a Hulk from a different multiverse. So thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate you guys sticking by. I hope you guys, subscribe, write in the comment section below, like the video. Let me know what you think, because even our conversation doesn't have to end with this video. We will talk more down below. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your time. Until next week.